Trina Parks, who played in the movie Diamonds Are Forever along with my favourite James Bond of all time, Sean Connery. She is not too impressed with the casting of Lashana Lynch in the new James Bond movie. That says a lot, guys. Oh my, let's just go right ahead and get this video started. So much for coming back, guys. And Trina Parks, the actress who was in played Thumper in the movie Diamonds Are Forever, as I was saying at the beginning, with Sean Connery, legendary Sean Connery, has pretty much, hats off to the woman and fair play to her. She has came out and pretty much took the words out of my mouth, pretty much saying round about the same thing as what I've been saying about this whole casting with the actress Lashana Lynch in the new James Bond movie. And she was talking to Daily Mail TV, and she has basically give her 2 cents on what she thinks. So now I have my notes here, guys, because I don't want to misquote anybody or anything, especially with what the actress Trina Parks has actually said. And I think everything that she said is absolutely fantastic. Now I do have the window open beside me, guys, because I am burning really warm, so I apologise for any distractions. But she was speaking to Daily Mail TV, and she completely disagrees with, giving a woman the iconic codename. And I said this already in my video where I spoke about the whole casting of Lashana, and I will actually put the link to that video below in case, any of you haven't actually seen it. And I absolutely agree with her. I think the same. And, she's absolutely right, because what I also said in the last video was, why not do, a movie even of, like 009 or something like that, or even do a movie, and I don't care, call it whatever they will, call it Jane Bond, right? Call it Jane Bond. But just not have it where she is just taking his iconic codename. That's the actual main gripe that I have with this. This is my whole issue. And another thing that she said that I really loved was Bond was written by Ian Fleming as a man. So a black James Bond, sure, but as a man, Miss Bond doesn't have the same ring to it. So I agree with what she's saying there. It's not the fact of her colour, it's not the fact she's a black actress or whatever. It's just, it's not right. It's got nothing to do with her colour. It just doesn't make, common sense. Basically, she's not just giving an opinion, guys. She's actually talking with brilliant common sense. And I actually think if they were going to pick a black actor, why not Idris Elba? I think Idris Elba would have been a perfect, casting choice in that standpoint. And of course he plays Heimdall in Thor, and I absolutely love his series. I thought he was a fantastic actor. There was a series for the BBC that he was in, and it was called Luther. And I actually really, really enjoyed that. You can let me know what you think below. Great actor. I've seen him in a suit. Looks great in a suit, of course. So yeah, I think he would have been a great choice. And of course as well, he was born in London, so even better for playing James Bond. So what annoys me is the fact that Lashana Lynch in this new movie is going to be taking over, the secret agent number. And that honestly is my whole issue, my whole problem, guys. And I mean, the fact that the first ever black James Bond girl to appear on screen isn't happy about it, that just speaks absolute volumes, guys. Like I've already just mentioned earlier, it really does. I mean, that decision given 007 to a woman, it's just dividing the fan base. It's like Doctor Who all over again. The fan base completely crumbled when they done what they done, when they made Doctor Who a woman, when they started introducing all that nonsense. Should that not have been a warning sign? I mean, it's like driving in a car. The whole reason for having warning signs is for a reason. It's to let the driver know, warning, there's a problem. You don't just drive on through. But no, they say warning signs, flash, flash, and they just carry on. So, let's just watch this crumble, just like Doctor Who fans had to, watch it crumble as well. And I really love this part, guys. Fair play to Trina, honestly. Like, seriously, girl, for actually coming out and just having your blunt opinion. Love it. She said that she is against the potential plot twist the Bond movies have already done huge amounts for Hollywood diversity. She said, Lashana is a great actress, but I don't really agree with her becoming 007. Nothing to do with her colour, but just because Bond. The spy code named 007 was written by Ian Fleming, a man. Heck to the freaking well, yes. Love this girl, seriously. I mean, she has got proper common sense, you know, and she would be great for, you know, educating a room of fools that aren't getting this and that aren't seeing a problem with this. I mean, she's just talking with sense. She is just talking with sense, and you know what? That poor girl is going to get hounded. People are going to be saying, oh, that's horrible what she said, and how dare she? And it's going to be awful for her. But you know what? Fair play to her, because she stuck her ground. She said to herself, no, I don't agree with this. I was in that the movie Diamonds Are Forever with Sean Connery, and I want to speak up on this. And she didn't have to at the end of the day, guys, and I think it's fantastic, you know, that she has. And you know, she's right. It's just not meant to be. It is just not meant to be. It's just, it doesn't fit. It's like putting two things in a blender to make a nice smoothie, and they just don't go together. So you're not going to do it. Do you know what I mean? And then she also said that she felt the James Bond franchise didn't have to go there. And she's 100% right. She's happy to see an English actress, you know, which of course would be Lashana Lynch, playing the role, but feels the franchise should stick to its format. Heck to the freaking well, yes. Agree completely. And not go all the way by having a female Bond. I mean, she couldn't even put the words better. What am I even talking about? She couldn't put it in better. She couldn't word it better. Guys, I apologise. I am absolutely exhausted, and I'm not long home, and I'm just, mine's all over the place. It has been insanely warm here lately in Ireland, and it's kind of hard for me to stick because we're not normally used to this, and I hate sticky heat. I apologise, guys. I really do. But moving on, she's completely 100% right, because listen, all they're doing is they're going to just completely take away from the James Bond movies. And James Bond is James friggin' well Bond, right? And if they go down this route, just like they did with Doctor Who, they are going to completely dismantle the franchise. 100%, you better believe it. It is going to happen. I'm not saying it might happen, it could happen. It is going to happen. So many people already are not happy with this who are fans of James Bond. I'm a massive fan of James Bond, and I would be very, very confused if there was tons of people saying, you know, that they were happy with this. You know, going on my last video, I can't remember how many views I have on it when I was talking about, you know, the casting of Lashana Lynch in the new movie. I think it has maybe like about 9,000 or 10,000 views or something so far. And you know, there was a few people saying that, you know, they didn't so much mind it, they didn't have a problem with it. But then other people were sort of saying, you know, it does bother them, but it's not the biggest deal. Then there was some people, you know, the rest of the people, you know, massive amount of people, like 98% of people were saying, this is really bad, let's watch this crash and burn, you know, that sort of thing. But you know what, all I have to say about this is fair play to her. Seriously, like, she came out and was like, you know what, I want to speak on this because this is going to have a massive impact on, you know, the franchise. It's going to have a massive impact with the fans, and you know, I want to speak on this because this is wrong. She knows it's wrong. Someone who has been in a James Bond movie, like, I can't understand. I mean, it's really annoying, guys, and I'm just confused as well. What audience do they think they're catering to? Like, think of the audience of James Bond. So they think they're catering to the crowd of, you know, the you-know-who's. But what I'm going to say, guys, is the audience that they are actually catering to are a bunch of crybabies who, you better believe, will moan and cry, spit their dummies out, spit their milk bottles out, and cry like a child. No matter what they do, it does not matter. You cannot make a movie that is perfect for these people. They will complain and nitpick one tiny small scene and say that there's something wrong about it. You cannot please them. And that's who they're trying to appease. Which to me is being a sellout, it's being cowardly, it's just going down this whole route of pandering and just trying to, you know, appeal to a specific audience. I mean, think of the audience of James Bond. This is the worst decision, the worst path that you could lead yourself down into a hole, basically, that you're just gonna like, take a spade with you, you know, when you get to the other end of the freaking hole that you're freaking well digging. But yeah, that's really all I wanted to say, guys, to be honest. There isn't anything else that I really wanted to add to this other than it's silly. It really, really is. But this is good news, the fact that, you know, she's came out and said that she's not happy about it, because I'm glad someone did. Someone needed to come out and say it. So you know what? Freaking love you, love. Freaking love you. Heck to the freaking well, yes. But to this new James Bond movie, the whole, you know, Lashana Lynch, you know, pandering thing, heck to the freaking well no, of course. Let me know in the comments what you think about all this, guys. It's getting really, really annoying. But you know what? I'm really happy that she's came out and, you know, she has had her say, because someone needed to freaking well do it. You know, I know, like, I came out and had my say and other YouTubers came out and had their say, but I am so glad that someone within the James Bond movies actually came out and said something, because someone needed to freaking well say it. Anyways, guys, thanks very much for watching, and until my next video, thank you very much for all the support. Leave all your comments and thoughts below, and don't forget that the Force will be with you always.